Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Connecticut TV and Film Conference 2024. I am here with Dr. Kevin Reese. Hi, Kevin.
Hi,
I'm sorry. I call you Kevin because I met you as Kevin, but Dr. Kevin.
whatever you want.
I'm glad you're here with me today. How are you?
I'm great.
That's good. Talk to me a little bit about Dr. Kevin. I know that you have been in this industry for a very long time. How did you start out in this industry?
Man, I started at 16 years old. I went to the Connecticut School of Broadcasting.
Yeah.
Might have been the youngest person ever. I have no idea, but I was still in high school. So,
And you started with radio?
yeah, by the time I was 18, I was on the radio.
And how long did you do that for?
16 years.
16 years. And then you ended up going back to school. You started doing some work with homeopathic medicine, right?
We call it natural.
Natural medicine. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I changed careers, which is unusual. So,
And what made you push? What was the push that got you away from the radio industry?
I think it was just having to heal myself.
Mm. Can you?
Any healer that you run across, it's pretty much the same story. They have health issues, they heal themselves, they become passionate, and then they become a practitioner. So that's exactly what happened. And my last 2 years on the radio, I was a health coach at the same time. So 2 careers ran parallel for 2 years, and then I quit.
Okay. And so do you think that being in radio has helped you on your health journey?
Well, it's helped me become a social media influencer, for sure. Television, radio, video editing, you know? So I always tell people that social media is the new TV. So if you have something to say and you have a message, you can get hop on social media and make it happen. You don't have to go get a job at a TV station or a radio station. I mean, it's not necessary at all. Now I get recognized across the world because it's a worldwide medium, So I got recognized at Whole Foods the other day. It just, if you pop on social, you're famous.
And so for those people that are just starting out in the industry and are looking for ways to get connected with other people in Connecticut or worldwide, staying, in different networks, what do you suggest other than social media?
Well, events like this is a great way, but I think social media is the best avenue. So you got to have the entrepreneurial spirit though, because it's still a business, really. So you still got to manage it.
So I know you and I are working on a project,
Yeah.
and I wanted to talk a little bit about that. You're the executive producer of Sunlight Sunny. Can you share a little bit about that with everyone?
Yeah. So we want to change the world. We want young people to stop eating junk food. So what better way than to create characters and animation? So there's going to be a book, there's going to be a television show, Sunlight Sunny and Friends, and we're going to do our best to send the teaching home and educate the parents too, because the kids will sit there watch and the parents are listening in the background. So we'll educate them as well. And you're a character in there. So
Yeah, I am, and the process has been great. And I guess let's talk a little bit about that process.
kind of like a musical, right? Because there's so many songs
Yeah,
and you're a part of that singing. You should sing in front of everyone. Right?
I was gonna ask you this thing. For everybody out there, you do some of the you do all of the reference checks for us. Can you tell us a little bit about that? I want the process. What do you mean?
Yeah. No, I write all the songs.
Yes.
And then I hand them off to you and Jerry and such, and you guys have trouble singing them because apparently I write everything like a rapper and not like a singer. So
Yes. And so what have you learned from that experience, right? Because some of that study didn't come up last week. It's been a process. So tell us about that process.
yeah, I created it in 2016, and it just started as a book. That's why the book is out now. But it's not enough. We need the TV show and the songs, and it's a huge, it's a potential empire.
And so essentially your first thought was book and then at some point doing some type of TV, video, something, but then you felt like an animated would be the way to go, right? I think
Yeah.
that process is something that is great to share with people because you start with an idea.
We were gonna do green screen. And I just the audio was so good, and I just felt like the characters weren't gonna come out correct on the green screen. It's gonna be very hard when the songs come up, to lip sync it and all that. So I just bit the bullet and paid found an animator, a whole animation team. I bit the bullet, and we're just gonna do one episode. 'Cause one episode costs $23,000.
Those are the things people need to know.
So it's but once you have proof of concept, then you can go pitch it and find the right people. So it's a whole process of figuring out, do you want to fundraise? But if you fundraise, that's a whole job within itself, right? And I already have to manage the Dr. Reese brand, which is taking off. So finding someone like a Tom Brady, who I think would be perfect, just find someone who's got the money who will take 10 or 15%, like Shark Tank. You ever seen Shark Tank? So I think that's the best
So
way.
I agree. I'm going to put you on the spot, all right, because you do such a great job at these reference tracks. Can you give us a snippet? Because I know you have a favorite. Can you give us a snippet of one of the songs?
Oh my gosh.
Please.
I mean, there's so many songs.
I know, pick one. They're great. They're all great. I mean, my son is 3 and
You started me off, I get.
no, nice. Come on.
Oh, how's the theme song go? It's like, well, that's the Sunny song, but
Why don't you how about the smoothie song?
we're making a smoothie, yum yum yum. Put the fruit in the blender, it goes room room room.
Thank you so much. You're such a great tour. I mean, it's great. And what do you feel has motivated you the most to make this music for kids, right? Because you're used to doing music for adults or, young adults. What motivated you?
I have no idea. I've always been a creative person, so maybe one day I was driving in the car and I started singing it something and it sounded like a jingle. I did it into my phone. I brought it back. I sent it over to someone and said, "Hey, can you make a beat for this and can you sing it?" Boom, boom, boom. One thing led to another, and then you just rinse and repeat. Do another one. Do another one. Do another one. Do another one.
But you've used talent not just here in Connecticut. You've used talent all over the world.
Oh yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, just using the internet to reach out to this person, that person, using Fiverr or Upwork, and just finding freelancers.
So essentially, you're using.
I like using freelancers because then I own it 100%. Because they don't care about their rights. They're just like, they just want the money in the moment.
Right.
So.
But you're using people in Europe. Right. So I want people to understand that.
Guy that makes my children's beats, he barely speaks English. It's very hard but we make it work somehow. But that, talented people all over the world. The illustrator for the book is from Indonesia. I've been working with him for 8 years, So he speaks good English. Okay.
So is there anything else that you would want people here to know?
Yeah, don't give up. It's that simple. If I gave up, I wouldn't be where I am right now because it's been a long, crazy adventure. And 16 years old is a long time ago. So, just don't give up. That's all it is. That's really all it is. You can't be stopped if you don't give up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited about Sunlight Sunny, and I know that a lot of things will come from it. Is there anything in particular that a goal for Sunlight Sunny?
I want Sunlight Sunny to be a household name, like Smokey the Bear. Or what's the crime dog? What's the crime dog?
Oh,
McGruff or something?
yes.
McGruff?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Household name.
yeah, I mean, I was inspired by, I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. There's this character named Santa Claus. And I thought he was cool how he kind of is like this mythical thing, and that's really what inspired me to make Sunlight Sunnies. It's kind of like a Santa Claus figure that you don't see that often. That's why it's Sunlight Sunny and Friends. So we have to rely on the farm and the characters. And Sunlight Sunny just shows up every now and again. Santa Claus only comes out once a year,
Once you Yes. Yeah.
naughty or nice. So Sunlight Sunny is kind of the same way. So don't eat that. He's food snobs. It's just being food snobs, but doing it in an educational way because we're a very, very sick country. Very.
So you're using your production skills, everything you've learned, along with your natural medicine, to put this character, this animated, show together.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome. So I think that it's important that people can reach out to you. So can you share how people can get in touch with you?
Instagram @dr.reese. Next year, we'll have a table and all that jazz.
Thank you so much for being with us today. Connecticut Film TV Conference 2024. I'm Frances. Thank you.